So I'm here to talk about White Collar. So finally got to that introduction. My name is Kara. I'm one of the co-founders of White Collar. We're a matchmaking platform. We match for mentorship, similar to a lot of other matching platforms that match for certain needs, like how BetterHelp matches for counselors, Match.com matches for mates or love interests. We match for mentors because we believe that having the right fit for mentorship could be life changing, right? Not just having a mentor, but having that right mentor for you. So, um, and we trying to make mentorship more convenient because we know that mentorship has become a business, and just like anything else, there's some exploitation going on. And so we want to offer that oversight, that affordability factor that you won't see with other platforms or um, other entities. Um, Especially if it's someone that's a mentor that's trying to make this into a business, they're going to charge a lot more. Anyway, so you can kind of think of us. I just thought that was a nice play on, you know, Toys R Us, Mentors Are Us. That's what we are. We specialize in mentorship. Now we are going to be branching into other relationships. Um, and interest when it comes to professional interest. But right now, we're in the business of mentorship. So you can call us Mentors Are Us. Um, and that what that really means is when you're on social media, most of these social media platforms are like a junk drawer. With the junk drawer you have in your kitchen or in your bedroom, we all have them, where you can find a myriad of different things, not necessarily what you want. Maybe you might find what you want, but oftentimes you find all this other stuff like, social media. You could find entertaining videos, you could find videos that are rage bait. You can find videos where they're advertising certain products that they're trying to sell. You could find some things regarding mentorship and coaching, but there's a myriad of different things. And so you kind of have to spend a lot of time on those platforms scrolling to get what you want, especially if you're looking for mentorship or you're shopping for a mentor. Um, and for us, it's one thing that we do and one thing only. We specialize in this. This is where you come, where you can get that need fulfilled. Not, we're not a social media platform. We're not here to entertain. We're here to educate. So it makes things very simple and easy. When you come, you know what you're getting. You don't have to guess. You don't have to wonder. You know that you're coming to us to get a mentor, right? And a mentor is not just a mentor. I think people, and that's why we try to really rebrand mentorship, is in the sense of saying, you're meeting with skillpreneurs, skilled entrepreneurs, or skilled professionals. Because we feel like people say, "Oh, here, mentor," and they're like, "Oh, brother, here we go again." But mentors can turn into anything for you. So a mentor is different than a coach. A coach just kind of gets you to the finish line of whatever objective or goal you're trying to reach. So say you're trying to publish a book, a coach will help you teach you how the steps of how to self-publish. And once you self-publish, that's it. They don't stay in your life. They move on to someone else. You move on and you carry the load by yourself. A mentor is someone that walks through the journey of life with you. So they don't just abruptly stop once the objective is over and you've achieved what you wanted to achieve. Like whether it's, like I said, publishing a book, whether it's, getting to a certain revenue goal, whatever it is, um, they actually stay on with you longer, and there's no definite stop. There's no hard stop like there is with a coach. Okay. So a mentor, that gives a lot of opportunities, right? For a mentor to become so many different things, to so many different people. Can become a friend, a lifelong friend. A mentor can become a a business partner. A mentor could become an employer. Um, that mentorship relationship is like it could become a myriad of different things. It's like a chameleon, right? It starts off as teacher student and then it can turn into so much more. And so, there's so many possibilities there that we recognize and understand. And that's why I said we're starting with mentorship. We're not ending with mentorship. We're starting there because that's the starting point. Sometimes that leads to so much more beautiful evolvement or evolution in that relationship. So um, don't just think of a mentor as just that. There's so much more. And if you are someone that's feeling stuck in your life, or you feel lost, you feel like you don't have any compass, that you're just kind of, lacking direction. You've been in the same place you've been in for 3 years, the same job, you're not elevating, or you're in your business you want it to be a big business, but it continues to be a small business. But that not that there's anything with small business, but it's not growing. It's at a standstill. If you feel like your life in general is at a standstill, you probably do need a mentor. And people think that mentors just come easy. They don't just drop out of the sky. They don't, a lot of people don't have circles where they can find a mentor easily. They don't have people that are more successful than them. Everybody's at the same level. So a mentor is someone that's a more successful individual who's kind of um, has figured out certain things that you would like to figure out and can impart that wisdom on you. Um, Maybe you don't have the wisdom because you're young and you're just starting out in life and you just know that you don't want to be in the same position you're in forever. And so you need a mentor to give you that guidance and that leadership um, training and understanding as to how you should move in your life. People think that not everybody's parent gives them the types of guidance that they're looking for. Not everybody's um, has a tribe or a network of folks that they can go to, and bounce ideas off of. Some people's families are not very supportive. Let's just be real. A lot of people's families are not very supportive, or your friends are not supportive. And you need someone to be that cheerleader, to give you that encouragement. And if you don't have that person, how do you expect to find it? Could you possibly find it naturally? Absolutely. Is that guaranteed? No, it's not, unfortunately. Um, I was very fortunate in this current position job that I'm in. They have a mentorship program. That's very rare. A lot of employers are now coming around to understanding the importance of a mentor because they realize that that supervisor can't always be there to answer questions. They have their own supervisory duties. And so some employers have kind of are ahead of the game and they're getting, into the business of mentorship. But a lot of employers are not. They're very still out living on outdated kind of um, methods that don't breed exceptional employees, right? They're not invested in your success. They just want you're just a body to them. You're just somebody there to do, your job, and they don't care if you're successful or not because they can just could take you out, switch you out, and put somebody else in. But I'm very it's interesting that this is the first job I've ever been at where they had that, and I said, "You know what? That probably is a sign." Because it's not easy to come by, seeing a job that actually is invested in the growth, professionally of their employees. So, but it's a very rare situation to find that, and so you really do need to because you to have that expectation that your supervisor, when you're coming into a new job, is going to be that for you, or a coworker is going to be that for you. You're setting yourself up. You're setting yourself up. That is not um, guaranteed. People want you to come in ready, knowing how to do the job. which is ridiculous because every job has their own way of doing things, but jobs don't have a lot of patience. They want someone in there doing the work, but they don't want to train the person to do the work. They don't have trainers anymore at jobs that specifically train you on your role. It's like do or die, It's like they throw you in there and you better sink or swim. And everybody else is busy doing their own work, so they don't have the time to take or the willingness sometimes to take time from their own work to come and help you with yours and learn how to do yours. So, mentorship is very important. It's crucial. Not a lot of people have it. It's not that easy to come by. You may think, why do I have to get a mentor? All right, you'll see. You'll see why. Um, it is going to be, there's definitely will probably a situation that you'll come across where you'll be like, you'll understand the value of mentorship. I know a lot of people undervalue mentorship. I know that we are, as a platform that specializes in this, we're coming up against an uphill battle. Um, but we obviously know that there's value there because why is everybody trying to do a mentorship or coaching program? Why are people charging so much for mentorship if there's no value in it? So we know there's value there and there is a need. And we want to be the leading platform for this, where people know that they can get trusted and vetted mentors, not just any Joe Schmo off the street who thinks that because he has a little bravado that he could be somebody's mentor. No, we want people that actually know what they're talking about. They're knowledgeable and and they actually are invested in helping. They're not about the money and the dollar. They're not about what's in it for me. They're actually invested in helping and would do it even without the money. But the money that we offer um, is at a price point that mentees can afford. Because a lot of mentees or potential mentees are getting priced out for mentorship. They can't afford it. That's why they're trying to go to free platforms to get mentorship. And then what they're realizing is that free isn't always good. The mentors they're getting from these free platforms don't give them time of day, don't offer anything of value. And so they give up on mentorship because of the fact that they're not getting what they thought they were going to get. They're not having the quality experience that they want. So it's a lot going on out there in these streets. And like I said, a lot of junk drawers that people are sifting through in order to find their right fit. Well, this is an opportunity for you to get matched to your right fit. And if that person isn't your right fit, to get unmatched to them. We believe in the power of the match. We also believe in the power of the unmatch. So you don't have to be, stick beside somebody that isn't for you, that you don't click with, that you don't, y'all don't match energies. You can go and find someone else just as simple as you could. Um, more simple than you could out there in the other spaces. We make it easy to continue to seek what you're looking to find. Anyway, so that's a long story short. I'm going to invite some folks. Um, well, I'm not gonna invite some folks because I'm gonna be wrapping this up. Um, I'm gonna put in the chat for those that are interested in finding a mentor. I'm gonna put our app links in the chat. So 1 second, please. So we're on Google. Our app is on Google Play Store and Apple App Store. Like I said, we believe in accessibility. That is why we are an app and not a website. Not that a website you can't use. You can use, you know, websites on phones. But sometimes it's kind of more clunky when it's a website than when it's an app. Um, and so, apps allow you to have more accessibility because you can have mentorship anytime, any place. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the chat, the links for Google Play Store and Apple App Store where you can find us and download the app. And, don't, if this is what you want, if you're really serious about getting a mentor, because like I said, you're fed up, you've had enough. There are a lot of people say they know they would benefit from mentors, but they're not at the point where they're ready to take the step towards mentorship. But then there are people that are like, I am done. I've had enough. I'm tired of being in the same place I was this, I'm tired of being the same place I am, and I don't wanna be in that same place next year. We have a whole, how many days in a year? Golly, I just blanked out. But we have a whole new 12 months ahead of us to start fresh, 365 days to start fresh. And you going into 2026, you're like, 2025 was a terrible year for me. I cannot do this in 2026 again. I need something different. Those people we're speaking to, those people that are sitting on ready that just want to get connected to the right individual to help change their life and their trajectory, those are the people we're speaking to. That link is in the chat for you. We are on Apple App Store, we're on Google Play Store. Um, and you could find us, we're a white and black emblem that looks like a W, but it's actually a collar, a play on white collar. And so know that you can find us. But don't just go on there, download the app on board, and then just sit on it. You have to be motivated to change. If you really want, nobody can change your life for you, right? You have to make the step to connect with the right person so that you can change your life. So when you get on the app, you're going to see recommended mentors on your homepage. Look through their profiles. You're going to see profile questions and answers that they answer. Look through their profile. Next year, we're going to be starting. We're going to add a new feature where you can actually see a video of the person where they kind of let you know what you get out of the experience with them. They let you know what mentees can expect when they work with them. So you can get a feel for their personality because sometimes pictures and words only tell part of the story. Sometimes you want to also see that person's personality to see if they're going to be a good fit for you. And so that will be starting in January. We'll be working on, doing the video piece. But take the step towards getting a mentor. Send the connection request um, so that you can actually start meeting with them. We do a 15-day trial period. Okay. So we allow you 15 days to test out a mentor to see if they're going to be a good fit before you even get charged a subscription fee. So you don't have to be like, oh my gosh, like I have to be stuck with them. Like I said, we believe in the power of the unmatched. Don't feel like you have to be stuck with anybody. You have 15 days to meet with them through video or through direct messaging before you are locked into them. And even then, after the 30 days, yes, you have to pay them because you got 30 days of mentorship. But if you want to switch to somebody else, you can just message us. It's just after 15 days, you can't bow because that person um deserves to get paid for the time that, like you can't wait till the 29th day to say, oh, I don't think they're a good fit. I don't want to pay this person after they gave you 29 days of mentorship. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, as long as you let us know before the 15-day trial period, that this is not a good fit for you, we will allow you to unmatch to them, match to somebody else. And you don't have to pay for those first 15 days. And you can start over with someone else. So, um, send a connection request. Um, this is, we got a few days left before the end of the year. This is the time to gift yourself um, an opportunity to have a different type of life for yourself. You have 365 days to look forward to where you can have a fresh start. Start with mentorship. Start with somebody that is going to help you get your life on track that first 6 months or first 90 days so that you can have better habits, that you can have better opportunities, and also that mentor can give you access to people that are part of their network. So now that you can start expanding your circle, expanding your professional network, which will also, like I said, open the door to more opportunities. It's a revolving cycle. People bring opportunities, and the right people bring the best opportunities. And if your current circle is doing just as bad as you, where are you going to find the opportunities at? Anyway, I've done preaching. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. Take care and bye for now.